Hey, I'm Michelle Harris, a destination wedding photographer based in Atlanta, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways to use your Speedlight on a wedding day. My bride and groom are getting ready, so I have some detail shots set up, and I'm going to show you a couple ways we can use the FJ100 to light it. So with lighting bridal details with the Speedlight, there's a couple things that are really important to me. I always make sure that I bring my f-stop up to about 5, when normally I shoot pretty wide open. But when I'm zooming in tight on little details like the rings here, I want to make sure that the whole thing is in focus. So I use that, and with bouncing the flash overhead, it's going to make sure that the light is very even. I can also take this off and use the modeling light to shine the light from the side, and then that will make the light a little bit more directional. So with the FJ100, I was able to turn on the modeling light, and I'm going to do a super close detail shot on the ring. So I'm going to hold it here to shoot it at 105 on my 28 to 105. My choice of lens for details is my 28 to 105 2.8 Sigma Art lens. I am obsessed with how sharp it is all the way at 105, and then I've also put a little shortcut in here to change my camera from full frame to crop sensor, so I'm able to get even closer detail shots. So I loved how those turned out with the difference between using the modeling lamp and just bouncing it off the ceiling. So now I'm going to show you a couple ways to use this to shoot the bride getting ready. So I wanted to use a natural light here with the window, but with the lines coming through and the light is so harsh, it definitely made some patterns on her, which can be artistic. Some people like it, some people don't. So I have some of those options, but also I was able to put her a little bit behind the window so that the ambient light would still be on her without it being so harsh. However, I wasn't able to get all the way down to her feet and have that same even light. So this is one of the main reasons that I love having the option for off-camera lighting, because you never know how harsh the light is going to be coming through the window, and you can't just depend on the natural light being even. So now I'm going to show you how I use my FJ100 to bounce the light off the ceiling and make it even lighting in here without having to worry about the unpredictability of the window. My natural light settings, I had 1/800. I had f2.0, and then I had my ISO at 320. So right now I'm going to turn up my flash to 1/32. I'm gonna bounce it off the ceiling and see what it does. And it's already set for high speed sync. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and bring down the shutter. Right now I went from 1/800 to 1/400. And that looks dramatically better. But I'm gonna pop it up just a little bit more. I'm gonna go down to 1/250. Ooh. Now, I guess it depends on style, but I'm gonna bring it back up to 1/320. Try this. Beautiful. So I'm gonna have you take a half a step back though, because just your knee is still in the light. That is perfect. All right, look right here. So the bounce flash still gives a very, very natural look, but it makes it so that I was able to make the light even without having to worry about it coming through the window with lines on her and where the lines go, those types of things. It gives me more control over it. So now we're going to transition into an option of the off-camera flash for the bridal portraits. So now we're transitioning over to the off-camera light option. So I have my FJ-X3 on, and it is connected to my FJ100. I've put it in my white Joel Grimes beauty dish, and I've put it over here to my left, and I'm gonna feather the light onto her from here. One of the things I love about the off-camera option is I was able to pull her away from the wall and the window here, and I was able to make the lighting a little bit more dynamic. And we have a little bit more depth of field because I was able to have some little space behind her. So I put it over here to my left so I can feather the light over to her, and it was absolutely perfect. So now I've taken the exact same setup that I had inside with the FJ100 Speedlight in the beauty dish right outside. So I placed my couple in the shade, and behind them is really bright. So I'm going to use the FJ100 to balance out the light here. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So as much as you can use your speed lights at the reception for obvious reasons, I showed you today that we can use it for 3 other different ways. We can do it with the details, with the getting ready, and for couple portraits as well. So it's an extremely versatile tool, and I recommend it to everybody.